All right, it's time for the Legal Minute with Paul Harding from Martin, Harding & Mazzotti at 1-800-LAW-1010. Good morning, Paul.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
So Mary and I literally almost just got hit by a car
Almost, yeah.
because we are playing Pokemon Go.
I was chasing that little mousy
Yeah.
thing.
You know, I didn't know what that was until about 2 days ago when this story sort of come out that folks are in danger in multiple levels. And so I kind of dug into it a little bit, and I guess it can kind of lead you around without a lot of notice of what might be ahead of you.
Yeah, and you got to stop off at these different locations like Mary and I just did. Went across the street and you spin the thing and you get these balls and prizes and
And people
stuff.
are ending up in precarious places.
You know, in St. Louis, they had that scenario where you got some people who led some kids to a place where they were accosted, they were attacked, I guess beaten to some degree. And what I found unusual was, number one, when they looked at, they had the mugshot, they arrested the people who did it. You know, they did look like sort of hardened criminals to some degree. They look like folks who maybe wouldn't be on or wise to this Pokemon game, because certainly there does appear to be a generational component to it. And I would say that these kids who were accosted were quick. They called the police. The police arrested the folks. And so the big story out there is, you know, is it safe to follow these Pokemon trail, or are there people setting you up to take your money?
Generally, people are having fun with this. It's a positive thing. People are walking around.
Getting exercise and just keeping your brain active.
And Nintendo stock up 25%, making over $7 billion. Are they going to be spending any of that money on protecting themselves from lawsuits?
Yeah, I don't see a lawsuit here. I really see that kind of buyer beware. You know, I mean, if I thought one kid fell on his skateboard, or people are driving too fast and it was a car accident, but you just got to be accountable to for your own actions, right? And as far as this goes, you know, they came out and they said, listen, guys, you know, be careful where you go. If you're in a neighborhood you're uncomfortable, a place you're uncomfortable, turn around. So I don't see lawsuits. I see mostly upside, and of course, it's always these sort of weird situations that make the news, and this one did.
You know, it does when you sign up, or when you first sign on, it says, beware of your surroundings. I mean, is that enough warning for them that they're covered?
In my mind's eye, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think that, you know, this is not a situation where they're being sent, you know, for some task. They're not employees. There's not some penalty if they don't get it. They're electing to go. And if that Pokemon, you know, if that beacon is somewhere where you just know you probably shouldn't go, or that time of night you shouldn't be there, common sense rules the day.
Okay, now one other question. I have a Rattata and a Caterpie and a Weedle that are following me around. I'm wondering, can I get a non-harassment order or
Restraining order,
a restraining
maybe?
order against these things? They're
Again,
everywhere.
If you do, it will make national news, because that will stand out as an exception to the rule.
Okay, thank you.
Well said.
Paul, man, we'll check in with you next week.
Thanks, Paul.
Sounds good, guys.